Americans. I think there are 3 things that you could stop doing if you want to have a better trip to Europe.
Enchanté.
First, stop considering Europe as a country. Europe is a continent that has more than 40 countries, not states, countries. More than 90 languages have their home in Europe, and countless dialects. For example, I come from a teeny tiny country in Italy where 4 official languages are spoken and 13 official dialects. And sometimes, if I just move from my hometown to another one, which is just a few kilometers away, I cannot understand their dialect. Now, I do understand that sometimes it's easier to talk about Europe in general when you compare it to the United States, but please don't consider us a country, because in many cases it's already difficult for us to consider one of our official countries as only one country. 2. Stop going to only the cities and ignore completely what's between them. When I first visited the United States, I actually understood why you have this tendency. Let's be honest, in the United States there is not as much cultural richness out of the cities as there is in the big cities. So if you have to visit the United States, you'd rather take the plane and jump from one metropolis to the other. But if you have the same approach with Europe, you're missing out. Cities in Europe are the ones where the official history took place, but nowadays they are becoming more and more globalized, so they are slowly losing their uniqueness. Indeed, you are missing the best parts. Ever wonder why you can find a McDonald's in Prague, but not in Kutna Hora, which is also a UNESCO site? Sure, if masses of Americans now started to go to the smaller towns, in a few years McDonald's will be there too. But you who click on this video, you're not one of those American tourists who eat American fast food when they come to Europe, aren't you? Anyway, this channel is too small for this video to go viral. Third, eating non-local food. It might be because I'm Italian and we are obsessed about food, but this is the most important one for me. I go to Spain and I see American tourists sitting at Chinese restaurants. I go to Amsterdam and McDonald's is full of tourists. I go to Venice and I see every American looking for pizza. There's no pizza in Venice. It's not a typical food there. They open pizzerias just to please foreigner tourists. Nowadays you can find Thai food and sushi and American fast food more or less everywhere, also in Europe. But if you have the luck to travel to some European country, literally half of the experience is to eat local food. It's basically the main component of the culture of a place. Because not everyone will go to the museum, not everyone will do a certain activity, but everyone will eat some traditional food in the place you visit. So if you come to Hungary and you have some pad thai instead of goulash for dinner, what kind of trip is that? If you go to Portugal and you have a burger instead of some bacalhau, again, I know that you don't have so many traditional regional dishes, but we do, and it's a big part of our culture. Nowadays we have restaurants from all parts of the world too, but they are meant for locals who a couple of times a year want to try something different, and not for tourists who come here and want to experience the real culture of the place. I hope these tips will help you have a better travel experience in Europe and a better understanding of the culture of the old continent. If any of these informations was helpful or inspiring, please share this video on your social media account and subscribe to this channel.
Enchanté.